All right. Quick rundown / review of the Java Jet3Ball 0.38. It says Korea. Yeah. I can't give a price on this one because this one just came to me. Don't know where it came from. I like it. I like that it's 3 colors. Very good click. Very good click. Very good click. So pretty sweet. Thought I would love this. Tested it with my math homework for 1 full week. That. And then 11 grams. This hasn't been calibrated. I use it for everything. So take everything as a rough estimate. 11 grams is the weight. So 11 grams. It rates not too sharp. It doesn't tear up or grab too hard. I actually used it in a campus notebook. So, yeah. That paper tends to be smoother. But on this, I feel like it's not scratching in. It does have a nice roll for it, for being a 0.38. It's not perfect, and we'll get into it. But I wanted it to be perfect. I like the size. I like the feel. I have big old gorilla hands. So, look at that. I'm pretty blind, so I'll say like 146 millimeters. So we'll go with that. Everything's a rough estimate. 146 millimeters in length. Width at the widest part. Sometimes I like to make like little models and stuff. So if this helps someone. Oh, this is interesting. Let's say widest part estimation 16, measure for 17. So length 17 at widest. It's okay. This is for me. I can listen to this while I work, so who cares? So 11 grams weight, 146 length, 17 at the widest. On the barrel, generally right under a hair under 10. I'll call it 10. I'll call it 11. So 6 between here and here added from here. So it's pretty sweet. I thought I was gonna love this thing. Use it for a very heavy week. A very, very heavy week. Some scratch notebooks. Okay, nice. Some scratch notebooks, some basic math, because I'm trying to learn stuff. Don't judge my notes, but I used it. I tried to actually rotate colors. So red would be my main word, black would be the definition, blue for certain examples. I really don't have a rule. I just like that it's 3 colors. It is a good feel. 11 grams. I don't know what weight I like or don't like, but it does. It's not a heavy pen, but it's comfortable. Again, I have big old hand. This is like a Staples notebook. I don't know if that gives dimensions. It doesn't. Because we love info. Cool. You know what? Let's just do this then. So give or take 200 millimeters on my hand. So that's how it looks. But I like it. It is comfortable. It is nice. Clip isn't bad. I like to clip onto my backpack when I do things. This one, like I like to work on cars. I like to not take care of my things, not in a bad way. So this clip, look at that. The clip is good. That is a nice clip. Is it the best clip? No. I'm cleaning out a lot of pens, so I'll show you. When I find a good clip, I will tell you this is a great clip. So this is good, not great. This is really good, not great. If it breaks, it breaks. Then we learn its tolerance. So what's not the best about this, if you get this off the shelf, and I'm all for modifying some things, but if you get this off the shelf, it's just going to be a blurry pen in the whole video, but that's okay. We're learning here. Get this off the shelf. It writes great. You are doing math homework. You are having the time of your life. And it's cool. Like, I wish I can give you an example, but see, I'm kind of writing hard because I'm nervous. I'm on camera. But if you're just doing notes, one thing I noticed, and I keep leading up to it because it's only flaw, is it did skip out a bit. It will chop. You try to do a line, try to do a little A, you try to do a little B, and you'll get little gaps, or you go back, when you have to go back and kind of scratch it up to get it going, or you have to manipulate it some way, or we used to do this back when we were little, in elementary school, but I felt that it came up more often than I would like. And there's a really nice multi-pen from Lamy that I will bury that I love. So that I had that problem where you just get into your notes and you're writing these notes. And again, I'm putting in a full week of homework and I have so many notebooks. I have stacks of notebooks, and even with regular use, I would get those little gaps, and it would mess up if I'm trying to put a word right here like hello, but let's say that didn't come out, so you have to go back and you do hello, and then you're just working on that E type of thing. That was my speaker. I run like 3 computers at the same time. I don't have to apologize, but it's a mess. I like it. So that's the issue. And it was on more than one color. I don't use blue too much, so I'll say blue didn't happen. But black and red, it will skip. And that was my biggest issue with this pen. And I really wanted to love this pen. I think they call these. So if you do like it, if you buy it and you like it, or you get it for free, well, what's stopping you from ripping it out? I think these are called D1, because I did buy some stuff. I'm part of the Church of Jet Pens. So this is a Calico D1 pen refill, so let's find out. I was testing something else. I don't like, every pen has its purpose. I was going to say I don't like wide boys, but does this work? There we go. Got it flowing. That right, it's pretty smooth. But I'm trying to make I like to make perfect pens for people. Oh no, see, this is way too small. This won't work. So cool. See, you live and learn. I'm pretty sure we can rip out another pen and make this work. So I might get into that in a bit. But as is, it just skips a little too much for me. Could have gotten a bad pen, could get a good pen, and you don't have that issue. If this is about $3 or less, it's worth it. But when you're relying on something, you want it to work perfectly. I think for work, like actual work, yeah, I don't care. It's an office job. Yeah, for an office job, this is great. This is great. You get 3 colors. Sometimes you don't need 4. On the 4 ones, the barrels that have 4 colors, I usually repeat one. So if black runs out the quickest, I double black. I actually love red. At work, I love red. So this is a good work pen. If you are studying or doing something stressful, or you just want it to be perfect, you don't want to go back and scratch out like I was scratching out, its flaws get amplified. Again, great clip. You put this on your backpack, clipped on side on the shoulder strap. It's not gonna. It has to snag to break. But come on, I'm being abusive with that, and that is holding up. Yeah. So I'll see if I can find something to modify. Again, I'm cleaning everything. So my official ranking, I'm really bored. I'm gonna try to make custom cases for storage. So I'm going through all my pens. So for my custom high-end one, out of 3 stars, I will give it, really bad at coloring. Is it a 2-star? I think 3 is great. 2 is serviceable. You can carry it, but would I bet my life on it? You know what? I want to say 1.5, but let's say 2 stars. This function, kind of because I have a big hand, switching grips for that is so much more comfortable for me than like manipulating like this monograph multi by Tombow, which is and this bad boy is a same thing but black red pencil. Look at that. So there's a preview. We'll go over this one. I also did a homework on this homework week with this. They're both 2 stars ish, but is this a 1.5 or a 2? Depends. If it didn't skip, this is a 2 all day long. Since I'm getting skips, You know what? 1.75. Look at that. 1.75 in a rating system that doesn't matter. Bam! Right there. What did I say? What did I say? Look at that 7. Now I have to go back and write it out. Right on the star. And that's how I rate. So 1.75 stars. I'll see if I can do anything to modify it or if I can dig through. So, yeah, I was wrong. It's okay. We're human. It's not a D1 because I have another multi-pen that I swapped in with these. The Uni Jetstreams. Oh, SXR-207. I'll tell you what pen later. God, nothing's going to focus. It's going to be a blurry video of me breathing heavy and rambling. So completely different size. These are way smaller. So not a D1, but there has to be refills. But then are you going to be modifying... Are you going to be modifying a pen that you might get for free or that's $2? And do not get me wrong. I mess all day long with the Crystal Bics and I dropped like $10 for a metal body on that one because it's just such a good daily driver. But for this one, it is a great pen. But it skipped on the 7 and it skipped on the star and not on purpose. I freaking cheered because that's the frustration when I'm trying to do notes or I'm concentrating. And for work, yeah, and for some people it's not like that for their job. And I have some job specific pens that you want that to be perfect. But at work, I don't care. I can cross out all day long. I'm playing with stuff. Like at work, it's whatever it does, it does. Home, I actually, if this is clipped in my pocket and I have a little notebook or I'm taking math notes, I want this to be flawless. If I'm reading it, I want it to be flawless. And after a week of use, it was still skipping. Clip is good. Good before great, but it is past good, not great yet. I even double checked. I pulled these out. I still have ink in them. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. You can see a blur. So, yeah. So, I'm probably not going to waste too much energy trying to modify this bad boy. But is this one worth my time to modify? And I'll show you some that I do, and I don't modify all. So, yeah. I have another rating thing. I bought from the Church of Jet Pens. I bought this one, Today's Mood. So let me fill it out. It goes left to right, happy, bleh, and sad. So there, I gave him some emo hair. I'll figure out how to fill it out better. But I'm past meh, closer to happy, but that 2 stars actually 1.75. For 10 years from now, when there's an official ranking that, I don't know, my supportive mother keeps the wiki. So yeah, there we go. Final thoughts. The 0.38 Jet3Ball Java Jet3Ball Korea 0.38 1.75 stars. Emo meh.